once, so don't ask me. But we're getting into this here. We got the Gengar boy versus the Shadowcat playing I don't know who. I mean, we're gonna do player pictures and everything like at other things, so you didn't really miss out on a whole lot. We're working on it because I figured it'd be a good idea to try to add to what the community is trying to do as a whole. So we got Shadowcat here kind of thinking here at the player select screen, or at the character select screen, whether or not he wants to go with the Braixen or the Darkrai, and it'll just have to be a surprise for Sleazy. I didn't really see the pick. Looks like he went with the Braixen here. We got Sleazy kind of getting the head bob in there. I think he's got some music going maybe, or maybe he's just like encouraging himself. I don't know. You know, we're Michigan. It wouldn't surprise me either way. We got the Snivy Lapras. I think the most people I see using this are usually the younger crowd that plays Pokken. This is like a Mutator, Balamar, Thanks Swellock kind of setup going on here, but it's Braixen and Shadowcat, so we'll see what happens. We've got just some heavy neutral going on here. We got CADCs. We got kind of moving back and forth. Sleazy finally going in aggressively, and Shadowcat just calling it out there with the counter, getting just a typical corner carry Braixen combo. Shadowcat going in there trying to keep the pressure on, getting caught throwing something out, and Sleazy putting in the permeate. We're just going right back here into neutral. Both these players trying to feel each other out. Ooh, solid wall combo confirm from Shadowcat. Shadowcat's putting the Oki into the Oki character, or against the Oki character. Sleazy's looking a little bit low here. He is going to have to get in and get some kind of full combo confirm, but time is running low and is a factor. Shadowcat opting to just play the zone game and punishing the jump with a flame charge. Solid gameplay from both players, but Shadowcat's really strong. He is really great at just locking in, and once he's in, it's going to be really hard to shake him. That's kind of Shadowcat's game. Round one is feeling the neutral, and then after that, he'll just tear you down. So Sleazy's going to have to be just as good at adapting. Unfortunately, getting caught with the hypnosis for a crit combo against the wall, eating like half his life and taking game one to Shadowcat. As I've said before, though, a game is just a game. If Sleazy can shake it off and recoup, it should be fine. Going into game two, just straight into it. No changes to either player. No support or no cheer changes. No support changes. No character changes. We got Shadow Balls coming out. We got Psybeams coming out. Both players just playing the neutral. Shadowcat taking advantage of the slow startup on those Shadow Punches and trying to move in. And now we're regaining the distance. Shadowcat making excellent advantage of Braixen's just ability to weave in and out of close range to long range gameplay. Avoiding the Sledge Bombs to try not to get the debuff, and then just saying, you know what, I'm going to just go in. That debuff doesn't last very long, I'll walk right over it. There's no downside except for the debuff. Putting Sleazy back into the corner. Sleazy going for a grab, and Shadow just keeping going with that 5Y. Jabbing to try to check anything that Sleazy might pull out because he's got supports on deck. Sleazy making excellent use of his 2X to go underneath the 8Y, trying to call out the jump, getting in there, but then opting to back out. He's got the debuffs out on his opponent. He's going to try to get back in using his Astonish. The Astonish lands, but Sleazy doesn't quite follow up. Gets caught doing his 6... What is that? 8Y? Okay, gets caught doing his 8Y. Shadowcat stopping to help my commentary mid-set. Sleazy throwing down that defensive Shadow Ball there, hoping to keep Shadowcat from coming in. Sleazy getting a grab out, draining that synergy, making that timer just a little less painful to have to deal with. He's going into the corner, getting crossed under. I don't know if this punish actually gets him, and it looks like it doesn't. Sleazy being able to jump over the burst attack just barely. Life totals are really even right now. Sleazy's got his Sylveon on deck for that damage or that defense buff. Shadow trying to get the Oki game going in field phase. Gonna have to slow down my commentary here because I'm getting a little lost. But Sleazy's got his burst on deck. He might have to use it this round. Sleazy is going to opt to use it this round. He's going to punish the call on... Oh, no, that burst doesn't quite get it. The burst activation crushing the Snivy, but pushing his opponent just out of range to get the full burst punish. Sleazy getting an Astonish in. Looks like he might be able to actually get this round. He's got 8 seconds to burn, and Shadow is at the health deficit. If Sleazy can just keep himself from getting hit, it will be good. Timeout comes in, and Sleazy takes the round. He's got some fight, or he does have fight in him, and he's telling Shadowcat he's not going down without at least getting that round. Shadow moving in and making sure that he gets that synergy nugget because he's pretty close to burst. Gets the phase shift. That synergy is full now, and he's just going straight for the burst. Sleazy coming in. He's got the jump kicks coming out. He's got the damage debuff on Shadowcat, so the damage isn't going to be terrible, but he is in burst, so it's still pretty high. His gray health's starting to get pretty big there. He's got a lot of recoverable health. Sylveon might be able to come into play, but this burst attack's going to connect and put him pretty close to death. Let's see just how close he comes. He's at 35, still has quite a bit of gray life. I think the Sylveon's going to have to come out, and there it is. Sleazy's going to really have to try to get in there. He's pretty low, and if he wants to keep this set going, he's going to want to try to get this game. He won't lose the set for losing this game, but he doesn't want to have to be at a 2-game deficit. It's never a fun position to be in. 25 seconds on the clock. He still has plenty of chance, but he's going to get caught slipping by a Psybeam. Game 2 is going to go to Shadowcat. Sleazy's going to have to really dig deep inside himself and seek the answers that he desires. He's going to call upon his memely gods and see if they can provide answers for how to deal with Shadowcat. Because we all know Shadowcat is no small fish. He may not get to travel much, but he made his debut appearance at a major at Nationals and took 5th, beating out Twixie and Alistair both. We've got some really solid, close combat neutral going on here in field phase. Finally ending with Shadowcat punishing a Permeate in the air. Both players looking to feel each other out here. Shadow Ball getting rid of that Psybeam, but Braixen being fast enough to be able to light screen and not get punished by it. Sleazy's got Shadow in the corner, and he does have the slight health lead here. He's going to want to try to he's definitely going to want to maintain that. Unfortunately, Shadow getting a jump in for a small hit combo confirm, but it is going to push Sleazy away and get him out of the corner. Sleazy pulling out that Sylveon, recovering his gray health and getting that damage or that defense buff. Unfortunately, getting caught doing his charged punchy thingy. It's not the double fists, but the other one. You guys all know what I'm talking about. You saw it. Sleazy getting that confirm in field phase just with the homing attacks. He's going to permeate backwards. He's going to get closer to the wall, but it will keep him from getting completely eaten. Sleazy at the slight health deficit. Still there, but he's pretty close. getting that Shadow Punch in to chip out his opponent and take the round. Solid play from Sleazy right there, making use of the timer and taking the round. Excellent excellent choice to jump out of the fully charged homing attack and punish it with the JX infield phase, I believe. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot of the buttons, guys. I just know what the things look like and usually what I should try to do against them. I'll admit it. So we've got neutral going on. Sleazy with a decent health lead here. Oh, looks like he caught a light screen coming out with that hypnosis. That's going to put Shadowcat in the corner and allow Sleazy to get a huge combo going. Look at him. He's got the Astonish combos going. He's got the Sludge Bomb coming out to put debuffs on. Now he has a massive health lead. He's going to call that Sylveon to get even more health for himself and get that defense buff that's ever so important to his gameplay. It allows him to be more aggressive and not have to worry as much about getting hit. Both players in burst here. Sleazy really trying to take this round. Shadowcat's burst coming out. Sleazy still has a long time to go on his burst. He gets a combo off with just basic stuff. He's putting down those Shadow Balls, keeping his opponent on the toes. Shadow's really close. Oh, and he gets a shield break, but it doesn't matter because the time came. That game's going to come to Sleazy. It looks like the meme lords gave him answers for long enough to get one game. We're going to game 4, guys. Game 4. Let's see if the meme lords are still speaking to our boy Sleazy so that he can take yet another game off of Shadow and keep him closer to going to losers. They might just speak to him enough to take him all the way to take Sleazy all the way to grand finals. Unfortunately, that Shadow Ball getting eaten out by the Fire Spin, and the Fire Spin lasting just long enough to catch Sleazy dropping shield. Sleazy's going in though. He gets an awesome confirm with Shadow Punch, tries to confirm with the JY. He gets the confirm but drops the combo. We're going straight back into neutral and footsies. This is getting really intense, guys. Shadowcat using his corner carry combos, putting Sleazy back in the corner, hitting Sleazy out of the Sludge Bomb there, just barely, so that those didn't come out and he didn't have to worry about the debuffs. Using the boomerang attack to eat any projectiles Sleazy might throw out and catching Sleazy just barely slipping. Sleazy going in just with the homing attacks. He doesn't care. He wants that phase shift. He wants to be in dual phase here. Shadowcat flame charging into an already set Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball helping him a little bit there, but unfortunately Sleazy gets the GameStop trades and gets hit himself. Oh, 6X not quite catching him. Shadow is jumping back and he puts out the JY, ending the round. That was a really close round, but not close enough, says Sleazy. Sleazy needed to take it. He wants it, but that's okay. He's got this round. He didn't need that round. Putting out Sludge Bomb, trying to keep his opponent at least debuffed as much as he can. Also, I believe that Sludge Bomb actually builds a reasonable amount of synergy for Sleazy, so Sleazy makes as much advantage of that as he can to try to get his meter full, which he's pretty close. Shadowcat popping that burst because he doesn't care to go to another game. He wants to just take it now. And rightfully so, because he's got the round lead. Ooh, the Fire Spin into grab Oki. There's not really a lot that Sleazy can do except for guess. Shadow just shimmying his way in and going straight for a grab, forcing Sleazy to pop his burst. Sleazy's going to have to do a lot of work here and possibly have to actually land that burst attack. It does so much damage, and it's going to be a huge boost to his gameplay. Shadow staying as far back as he can, trying not to let his opponent get in. Sleazy knowing he's got to get something off, even if he just gets combos, but that burst is out now, and he's running low on options. Time is getting low, but Sleazy gets the hit confirm. This might put Sleazy in the life lead. All he's got to do is just keep his opponent low, and he might get this game. He gets the confirm. Oh, no! Shadowcat getting the grab on Wake Up, and that's going to be good night for Sleazy's winner's run. He's going to have to come back through in losers. Man, that was an intense set. Shadow might